Oh shit, Rich got a nat 20.
I did. I can't believe I wasted my nat 20 on the recap roll.
Why don't you waste your nat 1 on the recap?
Well, the dice do what the dice want to do. This is a gorgeous map, by the way. I'm obsessed with the sunbeams. Beautiful.
This map I made out of necessity because I lost the old one. I deleted it. I deleted it. And then I decided I wanted to make it look better because I had improved since the last time I made maps. So.
Oh, was that one of the things that got snapped? Was the map? You
Yeah.
didn't have the saving of the old one? Oh, that's hilarious, actually. Well, this one looks amazing.
Thank you.
That's a funny story for what happened to it. I thought it was just creative inspiration.
I've made this map 3 times now, and they get better every time.
They really do.
Turns out,
last
when you do
time-
something a bunch of times, you get better at it.
True. We got served. That was fun. After Drakmire and Alastair bibbity-bopped off to Athendel to hunt Reezi's wife. His wife. Soon to be ex-wife, smile. So they got served, and they're like, we gotta do research about this. To, not have a criminal record on our name for terrorist activities, even though there's clearly dead alien bodies that they
We
would
were
have seen.
stopping the terrorists.
Yeah, big alien bodies in the basement that we can just pull out and just be like, hey, you see these? These are what did it, and it's like, and we stop them, and they'll be like, oh, okay.
No,
Like half of them, even though half of them are dust, but it's fine. And then reconnaissance and old man talking occurred when Alastair and Drakmire went and disguised themselves as wizards, and then eventually like nobles, common folk, nobles, and then spiders for a little bit. Well, not them, but there's a bunch of shape-changing shenaniganery as well as familiar shenaniganery going on. They eventually found her. They found Brandy too. She's there.
Oh yeah.
And right where we left her. And she's totally not mind controlled. Smile. They're relaxing. They drank a lot, and I think they're about to do something. Question mark.
Alistair passed out and Drakmire left.
Yeah. So.
The last thing that happened their night canonically is whatever Drakmire's doing.
Their day is complete.
Yeah. And the sending Reezni and Sihnion.
Reezni is going to send Drakmire a letter through these the scroll pipes. Or no, does Alastair? No, Alastair has the pipe.
That's what Alastair told you in the sending is Drakmire's gone. Sorry. I mean, he called out for Drakmire.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Alastair is sober enough to read.
I mean, yes, he's sober enough that he can cast his spells and stuff.
All right.
I'm not sure at which point this happened during the because
he did his sendings after he laid down to go to sleep after their conversation ended.
Gotcha. Yeah, he vanished a little bit after that, so he would be present for any late night sending as long as it didn't take place, during the long rest period.
No, it was before he went to sleep. Then he would have told you. Reezy's sending a letter.
All right, well, time to send it through.
I'll just toss the tube at you wherever you heard the voice. Yeet.
Oh yeah, at this point he's probably still sitting on the bed.
That thing clunked at the back of your head. Yeet.
He turns and catches it.
I knew those eyes would see it.
Oh, yeah, he will open it and.
Well, it's not there yet. He has to write it.
It's not there. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the thunk for it to. It's like if you remember like the funny vacuum tubes at the
at like the bank.
At like bank, yeah. That's what I imagine it sounds like. Just like after like
it does
5
now.
minutes or so. For like 5 minutes or so, it'll thunk.
Yeah, he will open it and retrieve the letter,
inside.
and he'll send the remainder of the teleportation circle inscriptions through.
But the letter says, we've been served by the government of Tinkodran for potential terrorist organization. They think we did the alien thing, and we're gonna try to clear our names before we have to leave under suspicious circumstances, and that would not look good. At least that's what Sihnion says.
Mm-hmm. You got
That's what's written. Is like at least that's what Sihnion says.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Drakmire will, push up his small spectacles and will pull out more paper and will write a response to send through.
Sending's outdated. We're going by we're doing email now.
It doesn't
it's
cost
M-mail, it's magic mail.
It doesn't cost a spell slot, baby. He'll write a letter in quite fine handwriting that carries a bit of an odd air to it. It's certainly not a natural script. He will write back, just try to be subtle about it. Drawing attention could sabotage the whole ordeal. So please try to keep this quiet. And that's that's probably the extent of it.
Mm-hmm. He sends back a slip of paper and just says K.
You got a sending from Alastair as he was writing this for you, which is Alastair's POV of the letter.
Yeah.
He's writing all fancy and shit, but he says, "Be careful. These takes too long." And then I was going to ask you, so what's happening?
What's happening is that the law is getting in the way. This can jeopardize really the whole thing. If Lord O'Warren catches wind of this, well then he will know that I have been deceiving him, and then he will come for the Order of Embers. Snuff out that spark quite quickly.
Can't they just leave? That's what I do.
Well, yes, they can. However, they will be found again and again. He has eyes many places, you see.
I mean, that stalls.
Oh, it sure does. And running will be necessary. Eventually, he will find out my betrayal. But I'm hoping to delay that as long as possible.
Do we need to go back?
Going back will not be easy. You see, Tinkodran does not have a teleportation circle.
Fuck.
So we can either reconvene elsewhere, or we can continue on from here once they have arrived.
We both know Silyra's not going to leave.
Yes, and that is precisely the problem.
Some legal bullshit. Blah, blah, blah. You're committing. Who gives it? I'm going to bed.
All right.
Wait, what if they die?
I will. This complicates things. Have a good night.
He's already strong.
And that's where he will turn visible.
Is there anything that Reezni, Sihnion, or Silyra wanted to do before the end of that day?
Reezni would give over the rest of the teleportation circles to Silyra. What time is it for us?
I believe, with all the researching and then everything going on with the person.
So like the end of the day?
Yeah.
I guess Reezni will go sleep in the inn, and Sihnion will get his own room this time. No snuggle pile.
I don't think either of them care.
Yeah.
I think it's 8 silver pieces per room.
Science will spend money on something.
And Silyra?
You said 8?
Silyra spends whatever time she's not in her trance outlining a legal defense.
Alright.
I need to roll for stuff. I get
Charges
and stuff.
I gotta roll a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
I gotta roll a saving throw, is what I mean.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Guys, Drakmire's eating paint again.
No, he's not.
He's not eating it. That requires it to be dry. He's drinking it.
What are your questions?
What's your question,
Alright.
soldier?
The first one, where is Lord O'Warren?
His house.
I would hope not.
Oh, that would suck for us. Shit.
Athendel.
Very cool.
Well, that's information, because he wasn't there last time. Does Lord O'Warren know of my deception? Classic. I ask that one every time. Good. How many individuals are currently in the manor of Celine de Show?
2.
Alright. Is Lord O'Warren within the confines of the castle?
No.
Does Lord O'Warren know of the Order of Embers' current location?
No.
Good.
Yes.
That's 5.
And then it casts again, and you go insane.
We could try, but I don't want to. I don't want to take up too much session time.
Do it if you're bad.
Do it.
We can attempt
I
it
want
again,
information.
but it's dangerous. Fuck it, we'll do it again.
All right.
That's a
Oh no.
What's it worse, an insane Drakmire?
Oh, no.
Or together.
Now you're insane.
Yeah, sure enough.
You
Have
go
fun.
insane, and then you go sleep.
I'm insane and I go sleep. That's how you know it's bedtime. When it's when you go insane.
It's
That's
true.
how I do, at least.
Yeah, I do that every night.
Every
Except
night I go
usually
insane,
sleep
then I go to
during
sleep.
The day. Don't worry about it.
When I start seeing shapes, I close my eyes.
when the shadow people show up, that's when I know it's bedtime.
I believe the Athendelians will be the first to have daybreak.
Even though
Yeah,
Silyra wakes up at the same time too.
Well, it doesn't wake up, she untrances.
Yeah.
I'll ask what the Athendelians are doing as they come to consciousness wherever they reside at the end of their life.
Looking for where Drakmire is if he's asleep, if he can't maintain concentration while passed out.
Oh,
Does he sleep curled up?
He's not there. He's gone.
Now we have 2 things here. 1, he's Drakmire, so he could have just left. Or he could just have been kidnapped, I don't know. Or 2, I can do whatever I want. He isn't here to tell me no. I was like, how do I know where he is? I can't track him. I can't, if he's invisible, I can't sense him. I guess we're starting our day off blowing a spell slot on sending.
I need you to roll a d20. I need you to roll a d20, and then I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh?
I'm fine. My saves are cracked. It's 21.
Oh shit, they are.
Yep. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it. Where are you? Are you safe? Leaving without telling your partner is incredibly unprofessional, and I expected more from you. Please update me immediately. Thank you. 25 minutes.
Appearing in the corner of the room is the shadowy form of Drakmire. And who said that I left?
You
Like I said.
you son of a bitch.
Like I said, you just needed to ask if you needed anything.
Alistair, a little hungover, probably turned and drew his activated his scythe. Oh.
Yes,
You still should have told me.
I did.
You did not tell me you could do that.
I said that I would be around.
That tends to mean within the vicinity of my existence.
Yes, I am in the vicinity of your existence. I never left this room.
What'd you do? How'd you do it?
I merely stepped into the space between spaces. I did not go far.
Stop being cryptic. You told me you'd tell me things last night if it was relevant to our job, and you disappearing is relevant.
Yes, I did not disappear. Like I said, it's in my nature to do such things. I've been here the whole time, at the ready, to assist you in any way possible.
Well, now that you're here, you want to assist me in finding some breakfast?
Sure.
Woo! I hope their food's not pretentious. Their wines suck.
Oh no, it is. Very pretentious.
Or do you have infernal food?
I'm afraid not. My supply has not lasted exactly as long as I would have hoped.
Sorry, I drank like half of it.
No, it is quite all right. I believe it is a show of good faith. So,
We gotta get to his banks. Get someone drunk is a show of good faith. Alistair's misconception brain. Bad.
so he will transform into the elven man that checked in. Should we go and get some food? Try not to look too suspicious.
I mean, he'll just turn back into the elven form he had when they got here. I want to be Acolyte Xanax again, but we didn't check in as that, so. Unless you want to be an old dude with a young boy coming out of his room with him. I think I should say it like this. Get it? Because you're fucking ancient.
Yes, thank you.
As you head to the door, you hear 3 steady knocks from it.
Alistair will telepathically be like, "You gonna go invisible, or do you want to talk?"
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that sounds fucking.
Ominous.
That's.
If you don't answer, he's opening the door.
Alright.
Open the door.
You see the same kind of stubby individual who checked you in yesterday.
Thank fucking God.
Holding a dagger.
Holding a dagger. Give me your money.
Yeah.
Don't joke. Don't be excited too late. There's a certain Genasi here, elf chick here that we know has masculine faces too.
That's true.
Pretty small.
Do they have any magic on them? Is there magic in the vicinity?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah. your magic and Alistair's.
That's a stack of magic items.
There is magic in the vicinity.
Crazy.
I can read his thoughts. You'll hear telepathically.
As he answers the door, he says, hello, I was coming to see if you required anything for breakfast.
Yes, we were just about to come down.
Oh, no, we don't go down for food. The downstairs bar is specifically for drinks between clients and service providers.
Oh, it seems I've underestimated you. Yes, what do you have?
Without skipping a beat, they say, we've got anything that you would like made.
Oh, well, in that case, I will have, and then, I don't know Elven cuisine, but he will order something very Elven and very pretentious.
Rachel, what nationality or country did you base Elven stuff off of?
The capital city is on the coast, so there is a pretty big seafood industry, and they're very into, at least in Silyra's life, they're very into, like, fresh produce.
Mediterranean?
Like, yeah,
Mediterranean.
it's very Mediterranean, but also there's a lot of fruit.
Thank you.
Order something, something with fish involved, some sort of, fish bread, and I don't know if they do eggs, but, yeah, he'll order something very Elven and traditional, probably for the both of them.
Sounds good. I was trying picky.
They will remain for a moment, kind of staring at you as they write it down on a notepad that they have. Before they do a very extra at the end, they move the pen off the paper as they finish the final swipe of writing before saying, it will be at your door within the hour.
Thank you. I think we found this out last time, but these doors have some kind of enchantment that makes them
Muffled.
not.
That appears to just be the room itself.
With keen mind, remembering his knock style from yesterday, did that seem the same?
It doesn't seem too far off. It was just, there was more knocks yesterday because you guys took longer to answer the door.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a feeling that we're both being extra suspicious right now.
Well, because it's completely valid to be very suspicious right now.
Man, we got caught.
On high alert. Lord Warren is at least within the continent today. Or at least the country. Sorry.
Wonder why he's back. Was he even on the plane last time we looked for him?
I'm not sure. All that I know is that he did not know. Or that he was not in Athendel, which could mean either the capital or the country itself.
You know, I've had such a powerful urge to cast sending on that man.
Oh, I do so every other day.
I want to just ask him, what's your fucking deal, bro? Can you just, not be evil and shit?
I would not recommend that. Do not goad him.
That was a genuine question. Not my fault elves are pretentious and can't take a joke.
No, it is not that he's evil. He simply has ambitions that are going to consume the whole plane. He is fire incarnate, after all.
So wouldn't he still be considered evil?
Yeah, perhaps.
I mean, morality isn't a binary. What one person deems fair within their nature, another group could conceive as the greatest sin.
Yes. Can you blame the tide for washing away mountains?
God, you are old.
It is simply what it does.
Have you seen a new mountain range form before?
Yes, I have actually. This plane is ever changing. And he is simply a very chaotic, a very primal force. It is what he does.
Well, what are we going to do?
Well, we are hoping to lock him away again.
No,
As
I'm-
we did before.
I meant right now.
Right now, well, we need
Because-
to reconvene with everyone. However, they're going to be locked in a trial. Hopefully not for long.
Yeah, we found our target. Not much we can do to help from here.
Yes, we need the full force of the Order of Embers. Only then do we have a chance against her.
We just burn our house down.
We sure could, but that would only anger her. Trust me, powerful mages are not exactly felled by burning their houses down. Takes far more
works.
than that.
It works when they're asleep.
Would you be felled if this room burned in your sleep?
Well, I think that's a bit unfair because I'm naturally resistant to fire.
Oh, yes.
Last time I checked, she's an elf.
Well, unfortunately for you, that will not help you in your fight against Lord Warren. His flames are ever burning, ever searing. Your mild, infernal nature will not save you from that.
You're instilling me with confidence, Drakmire.
No, I'm instilling you with information. There's a difference.
No, I think I could context clues the elemental plane of fire is a bit much for my skin.
Yes. I'm simply, informing you of such things.
Oh, I
But
know.
yes, I know that you have tricks of your own. If you saw the building was on fire, you could teleport out through a window, be completely safe. She has tricks of the same nature tenfold.
Yeah. I just wish it was easy,
Oh, as do I. It also does not help that she has, well, the same resilience. Even
Oh.
more so. Given that she has my mask.
Why would Warren employ someone who has an item that makes them not burn? Doesn't nothing have to practice?
Precisely why he took it from me.
Oh. That's why you don't like the evil king. He took your toy. That's not it.
No, there is much more to it than that. He was simply disarming those who could harm him. In his time of vulnerability, he has reached a point where he is free to dole out such boons to those who are in his court at the moment. She is foolish and doesn't see that he doesn't have her best interest in mind. She thinks herself to be a queen.
I wonder how good he pays.
Oh, quite well.
Should I use sending this in a job application?
Oh, please don't. Do not
Well, I
insult
guess-
him. He will read into every one of your words and will find out more information than you give him.
If my mom's working for him, I'm already kind of employed by him in a way, so.
I suppose so. But please do not prod him. It will only get you killed.
Well, shit, that's rude. That's my thing.
Yes, this is not exactly a noble you can simply walk up and cut with a sharp blade.
I mean, you
Cannot
can
be killed.
a lot of cuts.
Does not matter how many cuts you deal him. He cannot be killed.
Can we just summon the elemental plane of water and put
That
that?
is what he is trying to do.
Wait, what?
Yes, like I said, he is attempting to summon his other 3 siblings, I suppose. I'm not sure of their exact
Alfred's like,
places.
where did you say this, bitch? Where?
I said this already. He is attempting to
That's
bring
sounds-
about the end of this plane by summoning the other primordials. Once they are free on the world, they will remake it.
Was this when I was drunk last night?
No, I said this in front of everyone yesterday.
Oh, then I wasn't listening.
Yes, I noticed.
What? You bored me at first. I'm sorry.
Yes, you should direct your attention a bit more at things that pose dangers rather than things that interest you. It would be far more effective.
You don't endanger me.
Then you are naive as well.
That's what you think, he says with a smile and a thumbs up.
I appreciate your confidence.
Die young and leave a pretty corpse, right?
Yes, well, attempting to be so brash with Lord O'Warren will leave your corpse not very pretty. In fact, it won't leave anything at all. Nothing but ash.
Talk about a disappearing act. Is our food here yet?
Very theatric. Drakmire will return to looking through his book and await the food.
And Alastair shall sit down and play his harp again to amuse himself. We're going to do Celestial today. Let's go! My man was born to play the instrument. He's a bard. A bard of sharp objects, but this is still technically a bow. Even my pretty instruments can kill you.
Are you muted?
Alright, the food arrives, and it will arrive in about 10 minutes before, probably gets to True with the Knocks, door is answered, and he hands it over, which point...
Are they impressed by my playing?
They don't hear much of it.
You fucking room! Well, it's not for Drakmire's pleasure, then.
At this point, we'll switch over to Silyra, Sihnion, and Reezni. You all come into consciousness a small amount of time later. As you reside within the Broken Blade Inn, the sounds of, not necessarily merriment, but certainly the morning drink, the smells of foods, and, that same ale-like odor that reeks the halls of taverns such as... What are you all getting up to?
Silyra's gonna hang out and keep working. She's gonna keep playing lawyer until the other two get up.
Alright. Sihnion and Reezni.
Reezni wakes up at a normal 8 hours, like on the dot. Signion's sleeping in for like another 2-3 hours.
Of course.
But he'll come downstairs. Or is Silyra in her room?
Probably.
Then he'll go there.
She's
knock
got
on the
like
door.
2 empty coffee cups.
A corkboard.
She's not much for corkboards, and there's probably not one in the inn, but she is writing frantically in her notebook.
Knock on the door.
She opens it. Oh, good morning.
Morning.
Is Sihnion still asleep?
Mm-hmm.
I open the door to, let him into the room.
He'll float over and try to see what she's been up to, I guess, in the room.
It seems like mostly caffeine consumption and legal defense planning.
We could, hire, was it Johnny Good Lawyer?
Jimmy Good Lawyer.
We could hire that Jimmy Good Lawyer. Though this would, not saying that this would not help, since, we can stay our case
I just
to him this
want
way.
to be prepared. I thought it might be a better impression on the court if we're able to articulate our side of things as well. Although I suppose that maybe that's not a good idea after all, if I've missed something.
I mean, there's not much to miss.
Still, I can't say I've... It's been a long time since I've been in debate class.
Well, you would not have to be the one doing it. That's why we get the lawyer.
Perhaps you're right. Do you suppose he changed his name?
I would think so. I doubt there is a very long line of good lawyers to exist.
Why?
PR?
A name can be a powerful thing, but it just seems so...
On the nose?
Exactly.
Well, we can ask him.
I suppose we are paying him for his time. Are we going to see him today?
If you would want to.
I think it would be a good idea. At least we'll have something to start with. She picks up her notebook. Are we waiting for Sihnion, or...
Unless you want to wait another 2 hours.
Speaking of Sihnion. Sihnion, you hear a rapid knocking at your door. Knocking at your door.
What the damn?
You also would probably hear this even 2 doors down.
Silyra's gonna go look outside in the hall and see what's going on.
You'll see probably about like a very tall, like probably 6'7", dressed in a suit and tie, this navy blue suit jacket with like very small, slightly lighter blue lines that like trace through it, and the tie appears to have like a maze upon it. Otherwise, he's just wearing a white shirt beneath it with suit pants that match the suit jacket, just like almost drum rolling on Sihnian's door.
Sihnion opens the door angrily, like, what the? Why?
As you open the door, he smiles, and you hear like a strange sound emanate as it almost sounds like an audience cheers as you open the door.
What? It's like...
Who are you? What?
I'm the answer to all your problems. Jimmy Goodlawyer, sent here by your father.
I look at Reezni.
Reezni just nods. Ha. I see.
Yeah, that's me. Ready to head in and talk about your case? You didn't do it, I believe you.
Of course. He is the other two, and he'll point out the other two who are gawking.
Silyra is
look at the
exchanging
two
looks
of
with
you.
Reezni again.
Look at you. You don't look too grounded. He laughs, and it almost sounds like a group of individuals is laughing around him.
He's got an audio track. He's got his own. He's got his own freaking
laugh track. This guy's amazing.
I want to laugh
He's
track.
incredible.
I lied. I want to marry this man.
Oh my god.
You want to
what?
bury this man?
Marry. Look at the chat
Oh, yeah.
in the Roll20.
This screams what?
This dude made my entire day. Silyra's weirded out though.
This is sussy. This is sus.
He never drops a very large grin, by the way.
I do that and I kill people.
Insight check. Does this seem genuine? Because it's low key freaking me out.
Make an insight check.
He is the sitcom. What are you on about?
He appears to be not dishonest, but maybe this character is a little disingenuous. Well, I'm ready to work on your case. How about we head inside, talk about the crimes you didn't commit, and we'll talk about how I can get you off.
Only I do that. I'll mute.
Yeah. Come on. And Reezni will float inside.
I follow notebook held to my
Reezy's-
chest.
Reezy will levitate the notes over. It's like, here you go.
Oh, I forgot something very important. He has a brown briefcase that he has at his side.
Very important.
He will do a very madman's walk, one arm almost up to his face in height, and do incredibly long strides into your room.
Does he have illusion or transmutation magic altering his form, by the way? Or is he a shape changer?
He doesn't
would know.
have any magic altering his form. However, whenever the does that help you detect
I get to
illusions
see-
that are sounds?
No, it's only his sight. I mean,
You can assume that those sounds you hear are probably illusionistic in nature, believe it or not.
No way!
No, he
But
has
they were
inside.
actually here.
No, let me look at this case. Yowza! As he sort of looks at the case that you dropped in front of him. That's quite the find, kid. What'd you do? Tell me. Don't worry, I won't tell them. You can tell me though.
I would first rather not risk you committing perjury, but suffice it to say, nothing nefarious was going on.
I mean, yeah, the mind flay is in the place. They made the thing, not us. This body's still down there. They should be thanking us, if anything, not trying us.
Oh, so you killed some aliens, right? Yeah, I've heard that
Yeah, I
defense
don't think-
before. It doesn't usually work out.
No, I'm not joking. And Reezni will send a telepathic message of a mind flayer to him. Just the image.
You send it to him, his eyes sort of fall wide. His grin doesn't go away, but his eyes go wide, and you hear sound emanate from him.
What does that mean?
That means we're kind of fucked.
Huh?
Excuse me?
Why?
See, here's the issue, kids. Your story, or rather the true story, is kinda unbelievable. So,
I mean, he was helping.
what we gotta do is we gotta make sure that we don't even get down to there and disprove this guy's claim. Because if you kidnapped aliens, that means you didn't hold this guy hostage, which means if you killed aliens, you didn't hold this guy hostage. So then, if we just prove that didn't happen, then none of his claim is true.
Mm-hmm.
If we prove wrong the allegation that we held him hostage?
Yes, because that's kind of what this whole thing is coming from. He says he saw you go into the depths below, and if he wasn't held hostage, as he said, then his whole claim is messed up.
I mean, we also have a cleric friend who has a Zone of Truth he's cast before.
Zone of
Oh, don't
Truth
worry, the
isn't-
judge will take care of that.
So, we're moving to have his claim dismissed entirely?
Absolutely. Anyway, let's get all of our stories straight, alright? I mean, if they're gonna be interviewing you one at a time, we gotta make sure we don't get anything mixed up, you know?
We're going to be... Do you mean in court, or there will be separate questioning?
Oh, that's previous.
Previous? Huh?
Yeah, it's a recent thing we came up with, added in the last year or two. We gotta make sure that, especially in these group offenses, we gotta make sure everyone has the same story. Otherwise, a case can fall apart pretty quickly.
Of course, but we all experience the same thing.
Alright, let
Well,
me hear you tell the story.
I think what he's saying is we gotta come up with a different story of we did not kidnap the man.
So are we committing perjury? Because I would really rather not.
No. We are not even gonna let them come up with, get to this point if we just disprove that you kidnapped this guy and held him hostage. You didn't do that, right?
That was so that we could get to the aliens, because he was bodyguarding the aliens.
Okay. Right, if that's the case, think you could get down there again? Maybe?
Yes.
Because if that's the case, fancy new technology came out. He holds out one of the camera devices that you've seen only once previously. Take this down there, take a couple pictures, and then we're home free.
Cost?
We just have to go
Can you do
down
that?
there? Can it
And take-
see who's been there before?
What do you mean?
This, your machine. Can it see that people have been in a place if you take the picture?
No, but I suppose if there's aliens down there, there's got to be aliens, I assume you
there
didn't
should be-
guys carry them out, right? They're probably
No.
still
The
down
body
there.
should still be down there.
Well, there you go.
Is this isn't another crime, is it? Desecration of
Oh.
corpse, or...
I don't think aliens got right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad Isaac said it. Yeah, I can get down there.
All right.
Alright.
Undetected. Make sure that. And be careful. I hear that some of these robots are getting this camera technology, so careful about that.
Of course, they see through illusions or anything?
I doubt it.
Alright.
This place is all tech and no magic. So
All
boring.
good. Yeah, I'd agree.
That's
But,
why I
mean,
bring
it's
a
kinda
little
nice.
bit of joy to prevention of unlawful imprisonment. Unlawful community service.
Unlawful community
Uh-huh.
service?
Yeah, sometimes people get locked up when they shouldn't be. And I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen. There are like
Doesn't-
sun rays that come down upon him.
Pardon me, I may have the wrong sense of this word. Doesn't unlawful mean illegal?
Kind of looks at you. Looks at everyone else in the room. The laugh track plays. And he starts laughing and says, "Man, you take everything so literally."
Following the law?
I mean, that is just her. That's just the way you get used to it over time.
Don't
I would-
worry, I'll use all that legal mumble jumbo when we're in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not committing any more crimes today. At least,
He is.
No. I mean,
not planning to.
it's vaguely trespassing, but I mean, it's to gather evidence. So I figured that they would want to walk in there to see if there's anything down there. But and heaven forbid we show up for 3 days and we build a giant robot down there, or automaton down there. I don't know why they think we do that, but
I mean, you can't blame them. I'd be scared to go down there too.
Whatever. But I can do it. It is dimension doorable to that area, right?
Not from where you are, but if you move...
from like the top of the tube to the room that I know where it is, like I can dimension door in there. Okay, because otherwise I wouldn't say any of this because it's like I can't get in there. Then Sihnion will go to investigate. If I'll go investigate if I want to do that now. Do you know if there's a time limit on this or anything?
Before the end of the week, you know. Well, 6 days now. You contacted me a bit earlier. We might have been able to get to this sooner.
Well,
we found
this
out
happened
about it yesterday.
like 2 days. Yeah.
Your father, he's a bit slow these days. Haven't heard from him in the past couple of years.
How quickly do people normally contact you?
It's a long story.
If a client has had me before, you know, it's usually like, oh, I did something bad, or I've been accused of something bad. Better call Jimmy Goodlawyer right away. I'm like the first call from, being held for offense.
I see.
Well, I'll go and get in there.
But before we do that, let's discuss payments, of course. I don't mean to bring up the tax right away, but of course, you know.
No, that's perfectly reasonable.
All right, so my standard fee is 10 gold pieces an hour.
Yeah.
Now, this is a little bit of a higher case stake. Higher stake case. This is something I have to personally, if I lose this case, I can look back on my name. So, I'll tell you what, since I know your pa, I'm willing to settle on, instead of my big case fee of 20 gold pieces now, I'm willing to settle for a good 15.
And what counts as billable hours?
Mostly the hours I'm defending you.
So only in court.
And how long might that be?
Oh, this court casings can take anywhere from less than an hour to weeks, depending.
We got 2 days before we gotta go. So,
well, then if you want, I could try and get the ball rolling on it today. If you could get me the photos by say noon.
Consider it done.
All right. Then I'll go tell the judge we're right about ready, and y'all are gonna be in for quite the show.
Show?
Well, I mean, gotta have a little bit of theatrics in the courtroom.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
I see.
All right. Now, when we go in there, I'm gonna need y'all to take a little bit of a chill pill, right? Gonna need to be...
What do you mean?
Relaxed. You gotta be relaxed. Don't want people thinking we're lying. Got it?
Close.
All right. I'll be back by noon. You'll be back here by noon, or wait until tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Sihnion setting out.
As he leaves, you hear music that, as soon as he leaves, changes very dramatically to
like a sad trombone. What?
Do you suppose he does that in court as well?
I guess. Why does he do that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna head out.
I suppose he's been practicing here longer than we've been here, so...
Yeah, he's won in every case, it seems, so I would trust him. And then Sihnion heads out. We're going.
All right. At this moment, we are going to switch back to Drakmire and Alastair.
Ethan, you gotta stop simping over Mr. Good Lawyer for a second.
Before you leave, Reese is like, I wanted to ask why his name is Good Lawyer. Oh.
Silyra considered it, but she was like, no. Not while we're working on her case.
Don't judge me, Rachel. You go save Athendel. I'm gonna go husband/wife up Mr. Good Lawyer.
I think they would be a good pair.
But he has diegetic music. I need him in my life.
All right.
He has his own boss theme, and it's the fucking Friends laugh track.
That's actually a terrifying boss theme.
You start the boss fight, and it's like...
If someone did that, I'm like, fuck it, guys. Sorry.
I'm switching sides.
Of the Friends theme.
Yeah.
It's a rock cover of the Friends theme.
No wonder he wins every fucking case.
Someone told you that was gonna be this way, and
then he
I just
shoots
wanna
me
know-
with a gun each time.
All right, but Drakmire, and
Drakmire.
that would be his name in modern times.
I'm sorry.
Drakmire-
All I can think of is Drakmire being voiced by Jack Black as Bowser now.
Oh god.
Peaches!
Drakmire and Alastair. Anyway,
What? Huh? Who?
What are we doing? What are we eating? I like to think that
Some
it's
pretentious
both, like-
fish breakfast.
yeah, it's some like fresh caught endangered species with caviar that shouldn't be being eaten because they're all gonna die in 5 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Or on some bread that was baked with tears.
I mean, we already drove the dragons to extinction, so I don't think Athendel's that concerned about endangered species. Bummer.
That's why I said that, Rachel. That was the joke.
Oh.
Drakmire will check it for poison because he's suspicious of
I
everything.
hope it's poisoned. That sounds fun. No, if he checks it, we'll wait because he's.
you have
Alfred.
to check for poison, or are you like just checking it?
Drakmire has poison, but he's not proficient in like a poisoner's gate or anything like that.
All right, then just make a survival check.
Oh no.
Does it smell rank?
Roll 17.
17.
Smells like fish.
Looking through it, it does not appear to be poisoned by any means.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
Yay!
He doesn't seem to be particularly, enjoying any of the taste, but
How does he eat?
if I'm assuming there's utensils provided,
Mhm.
he will eat things somewhat slowly. But it's rather pretentious. While he's like reading a book in one hand, he kind of lightly picks at it with the utensil, as he does.
I wanted to judge you. I was like, I eat with etiquette. I hope he eats like an animal, but of course he also has
Oh
etiquette.
yeah, no, he has all the damn etiquette.
Damn it. I wanted to drag you for being an animal. No, Isaac, stop. That's how many
Drakmire,
more fill up.
you have to stop several times as there appear to be several hairs within your food.
Hmm.
You have to stop a total of 10 times.
Or they cook brandy?
He
Why is there so much hair in your food?
takes all the time to pull those out.
They seem
Does
to
it-
be the hairs of the individual that served you.
Is there...
He was
Is
just like an elf, right? Just like a guy.
Kind of stubby. He was just a guy. I will say, like, based off of your past knowledge, with elvish like settlements, this could be him getting back in any small way that he can for you being an asshole. Just fuck up your food. It's like the equivalent of spitting in your coffee.
Yeah. Knowing that, he's like, yeah, whatever. got me real good. He like picks around it and eats the rest of it. He doesn't seem to particularly enjoy elven food, but
Because it's not that good.
yeah, that's true.
There's no hair in my
except for
food,
pastries. There's no food. There's no hair in your food.
right? Okay, good, because we're about to have our monkeys fuck this bitch up.
Oh no.
Yeah,
You
but the
find
food
a
is,
card out there? But reenact the Wizard of Oz scene for me.
but the food is eaten rather quickly. It is a light breakfast. For rather or well-to-do place. Does not seem to want to provide too large of a breakfast.
Oh, that is absolutely dreadful.
What is?
Oh, just the meal.
You'll then hear a knock at your door.
I'll open it with
Yeah.
mage hand.
We will be Elfman. Danny Elfman.
It appears to be a different individual this time. A blonde elven woman says, good evening. I wanted to make sure you wanted to stay another night, due to the fact that checkout time is coming upon us.
How much is it?
We'll be staying another night.
Right, I will put that on the tab.
Is the lockdown lifted by any chance?
I have not heard any updates on it. I will go check.
Oh, I presume we have to stay another night as we can't leave.
By means, I don't know if you have means of movement beyond movement. Many of our fine attendees that reside here often use teleportation magic to and go. But if you're not capable of it, I
Oh
understand.
no, we
She
sailed
walks
here.
away.
Oh,
And then she comes back very quickly and says, the lockdown has been lifted, but there's currently a curfew of 7 p.m.
oh, that is good to know. All right.
And she leaves.
What time is it now?
It's in the morning, I'm
Yeah,
presuming.
it's still pretty early. Probably 10 a.m. now.
Okay. Sorry, I only ask when, I have spells with, casting times that are past minutes. The hours we have are relevant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how rude she was.
No, please, it's not her fault. Just let it go. Do not
How's
draw
not-
attention to us.
How's it not her fault?
Oh, it's her bringing.
That.
Like I said, in her nature. Don't hound them for this.
No,
Draw attention.
those words of choice mean a lot more to Alastair than Drakmire realizes, or maybe he does. He will not judge someone for how they were raised. He's not or remembers. Anyway, what now? Do we leave? Please, can we leave?
Have anywhere to go? I assume the door's closed, right?
Yeah, no, we're not keeping it open.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. He worked
Well-
Drakmire for him.
I mean, what can we do? You want to just sit in here and spend some quality time together?
I was going to take a look around town.
Take me with you, please.
Oh, I wasn't going anywhere.
The hell? You using the eye again?
Yes. There's no point in putting yourself in danger by wandering the streets.
Okay, but that's not fun. Can't you, do your jobs and be talented and also not boring?
I do my job quite well. And I'd say I'm quite entertaining.
Okay, that's fair. You are actually more interesting than the average person. I can't really get you with that. Fine, we'll do it the smart way. Wait, are ravens, indigenous to Athendel?
Aesthetically, yes.
I just realized that.
Also, just
Isn't
when
Athendel super...
there are people, there are corvids nearby.
True.
They are just kind of
Yes.
drawn, and they're adapted to living with people.
Yeah, there's ravens
Is familiar
around.
for present?
I don't know if they're indigenous, but they're around.
Perfect. Monkeys. Well, I guess ravens now in this form.
Kind of
You're gonna
looking
be
at their
birds
forms.
today.
Are they still pit fiends?
Yeah, no, they're still...
no.
Yes, Alistair's pet pit fiends. They're actually all three pit fiends, but they're stuck in the form of pit.
Are they
That's like
still
so weird.
the fucking little demon guys?
Imps, yes. Yeah, he summons them as imps and then has them shape change, because they're still more useful imps if
They
necessary.
should change to ravens.
I hate this one. Me too.
Okay, don't talk while you look like that. It doesn't look like your mouth should work that way.
Yes, we must also be careful, as those who can detect such fiends can, well, sense their presence.
Just head tilt towards Drakmire.
Yeah, they all do it.
What? I'm not wrong.
If they can detect fiends, they'll detect you.
No, they won't.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. I've avoided Hammerfell doing it for years. Well, not years, but a while.
Okay, but have you seen how smart Samson is?
Yes, but one does not have to be intelligent to use the great eye of Yorn now, do you?
Oh, I know, he did it to me too. If anything, I'd watch out for Francis. He's way more aware. And a much swifter talker as well. So what do you suggest that I do?
Oh, just a precaution.
I mean, they can take this form and then they also go invisible. It's layers upon layers.
Yes, but something that detects fiends does not always care about sight.
Yes. They can also still get away. I mean, what? Someone in the city senses a fiend. You think it's going to re-shut down again? Is Aloran that paranoid? Is Aloran scared of fiends now?
No, he has plenty working for him.
That's what I'm saying. Couldn't he just chuck it up too? And by the time he would look into it, if someone did report it somehow, they'll be gone.
Yes, just a thought. Don't run into any powerful clerics with fiends.
Are there powerful clerics here? Are we going to church?
No, but there are powerful clerics here.
I mean, Alistair's over here being like, are you implying that clerics are just using channel divinity while they're walking to Kroger? Like, I'm at Walmart, time to divine sense. He's like, are you that paranoid?
Yes.
Why, yes. Yes, I am. You must always be watchful, always be cautious. One does not fight something as powerful as a warren without gaining a few precautionary aspects.
I mean, I don't think any of us singularly will be fighting a warren, but
No.
I'll take your advice.
Even if we were
Fine.
all at our full strength, we would lose. Like I said, there's
Okay,
no fighting
boys.
Lord O'Warren.
Assuming it's the same as Samson, stay, relatively high up in the air. Preferably only go in towards people if ordered to.
Yes,
Just simply survey.
Stay out of sight of Brandy. She can see you, even if you're invisible.
She still can't see their true form, though. Or can she?
Perhaps not. But
That's why I
anything
have them
invisible is suspicious.
Do you think it'd be safer to have them be visible as regular birds so that they don't trip that?
It depends.
Because visibility is just a habit.
Yes. I think they're safer invisible than visible. Just watch out for Brandy. All I'm saying.
Okay. You heard the man. Go invisible. Stay high. Avoid the bitchy genie one.
And don't speak?
Yes.
Preferably don't. No. You can talk back to me. You can talk back to me in your head if you'd like, but don't.
You
Why would
hear
you be
in your head the
who
same
the fuck-
voice? All right, and then they fly out.
Goodbye, boys.
The crows are released upon the city.
Bye.
Release the crows.
Drakmire will similarly, touch the space above his shoulder. All right, guys, and take a look around. He'll move his hand out, and a green, shifting invisible form moves forward and out the window.
All right.
So do you watch the eye, or do one of the five watch the eye? Or do they watch around you while you watch the eye?
I can see through everything. I can see through the eye in each direction, as well as through each of their eyes and my own.
Did you cast Arcane Eye?
Yes.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, se interesante.
Send your familiars and the eye upon the city.
Spread them out this time across the city, Drakmire.
Yes, I would. Keep an eye out for a wide variety of things. You can only see through one at a time, can't you?
Yes, I have to alternate. That's why I tend to assign them tasks, and I prioritize one of them that I control.
All
Right.
So, they're about the city. Anywhere particular you are looking?
We'll ask Drakmire for places of interest that we should be looking out for, like any iconic building he can describe or minor illusion and image of, so I can have them
Would I
Alice?
know
operation.
any particularly interesting or important buildings that would benefit to being monitored in Athendel?
Beyond the castle, there is the Verslun, which is a market of several goods where people work up. But the castle and the churches of Athendel are points of interest. What would Drakmire deem worth looking after?
He's
If it
gonna
helps.
he's gonna have the eye focus on sort of the guard around the city, checking
All right.
their presence at the gates, just double checking their numbers. It's been a while since he's been here. Checking out the guardhouses, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Watching rotations of shifts, if any.
I'll say since you've been here, it seems that the number of on-duty guards has decreased significantly. Whereas within any given ward, there would have previously been upwards of 20 guards. There now is maybe 5.
Interesting.
I was going to say it would help for suggestions. You're in the right space that my brain went to immediately. I also was going to say, if you have nothing to look for, he's just going to look for, paths, routes, places where people tend to move in larger numbers throughout certain times.
Mm-hmm.
Try to, escape routes, ways in, ways out, places that look like a good place to duck to if this hiding spot is compromised.
Mm-hmm.
What's a place that has little traffic and is easy to get to?
Yeah.
Taking their abilities into account, because he knows that they both have teleportation, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And invisibility and disguises and altars. There's not much places they can't get to. Not unless they're actively needed.
Looking at places to run, there are plenty of paths that lead down alleyways that can be a maze within a city of elegance like this. However, the best place to hide would likely be the coverts and thickets of the forest that is just outside of Athendel. That would be a suitable place.
A city this big, as elegant and extravagant as it is, has to have bad spots. It has to have blind spots. There is no such thing as architecture.
It's very beautiful again, looking upon it, but there are points at which you could run and probably get away, but you looking at how, not apparent, but how obvious it would be that an individual running from the law would duck down these alleyways. You assume it's one of the places they look, so...
Yeah, it wouldn't be a viable option because it's too predictable for a petty thief.
Is there a good spot to get to that would allow for that would have enough space for a teleportation circle casting?
Within like a hidden point?
Yeah, somewhere that's out of the way that would, that's fairly close to the manor that Celinda Show is in.
There are likely junctions within these alleyways where the space is a bit wider that you could possibly cast it.
Are there any roofs that would work as well?
Based off the shape, no. The roofs are far too elegant.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're more angular.
Many slopes, many arcs, many curves.
Damn, Elven architecture.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's anti-criminal in a sense.
Yeah. Yes, we're taking a look around looking for spots like that.
Yeah, specifically near where Celinda Show is saying there are mostly these connecting points between the alleyways where the space grows a bit wider, where there appears to every now and then seem some unsightly fellows, likely people that are either planning charlatan business or currently...
Yeah, they're both restricted by the same time limit.
Mm-hmm. They fall away.
Thank you for your time, boys.
I want to live!
You just get sent... I mean, I guess you get sent back... Well, I guess you get sent back to hell now that I think about it, so I should probably... Hold on now. Oh, I hope they're having a good time at home when I send them back. Literally in hell. This was a great start.
Honestly, doing them a favor. Much rather be there than here.
You really don't like it here, do you?
Not particularly.
So why'd you stay for so long? Why become Silyra's glorified babysitting bodyguard diary?
I was doing my job.
Yeah, okay. Did El Warren say, like, hippity hoppity, you're my property? Or, like, did you volunteer? I'm sorry, because that's a job I would not sign up for.
Yes, I was not particularly happy with the arrangement either. I'm simply doing my best for the progression of the children of Tiamat. I did not want to do the partnership with Lord Warren.
Okay, but, like, how'd you get the job, though?
How did I get the job?
How? How did you get...
Lord Warren?
Yes.
For being skilled at this particular set?
So he hired you? Were you offered to him as like an agreement thing? Was it by choice? Was it Tiamat wants you to do this, or it would benefit her, so you took the job? Was his arrangement with you before or after he became allies with them? That was like 7 questions. Wow, I really am rude.
Yes. Trust me. I'm very much used to it.
Let's make it more concise. Did he ally with Tiamat before or after becoming Elemental Plane of Fire?
He partnered slightly before. You see, we joined up because we had a common enemy. Those in the draconic city of the Platinum Dragon.
Yes, the city that we saw the, forget my language, big-ass bug.
Yes, quite the parasite. We partnered with him before he was the Elemental Plane. However, he did not have confidence in our partnership. So he dabbled in magics that he could not command, and thus unleashed the Elemental Plane of Fire on himself. Thus, incinerating, most of his body and soul, but, he can recreate that now. He's just sort of
Damn.
whatever he wants to be.
We got lucky. He almost did himself in.
Oh no. They sort of melded together. The elemental plane of fire was unleashed. That is at its full strength. The mind of the elf Earl Warren was just simply what it latched onto, what was left behind.
So is any part of that man Elborin? Or
Hardly. He was a powerful mage, after all, but not powerful enough to harness, to embody the elemental plane of fire. It simply took on its aspects. What that thing is most definitely the elemental plane of fire, not him. His personality is sort of mixed, melded, scorched.
and how did that make you insert list of things I just called you for, Silyra?
Well, our partnership was originally a deal that we would provide him services as long as it was still in our best interest. He has promised us a great number of things, most of which he hasn't exactly upheld, mostly because he was transformed afterward. So, the new elemental plane of fire saw us as nothing more than puppets. Most of my kin have not seen that yet. They simply think that this is still part of the deal. I have suspicions that he's going to be, well, seeking to unleash Tiamat, not for her best interest, but to perhaps consume her for power. I'm still unclear of that.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. That's not your goal, right? No offense, kind of evil.
Yes.
Well,
I think
guess.
it's best for her to remain in Avernus.
Well, I'm
Certainly rule over it, but unleashing her on the material plane would not be for the best. Problem with dragons, the great heroes always seem to come along and slay them, so.
Oh, you want to keep your mom safe.
Don't you?
Exactly. I appreciate it. Do you think he can? Overpower her, that is. I mean,
yes. Once he...
Isn't she a god?
Yes, she is. However, godhood can be overcome. In fact, the gods locked him away because he was too big of a problem. Not exactly something easy to fell. But once he has the full force of 4 elemental planes, let's just say, even the gods will have a hard time dealing with everything. So he can most certainly slay her, absorb her power, use her for whatever he wants. And he can most certainly do the same to your mother.
Oh, that's concerning.
Yes, it is.
So,
You understand my concern, my paranoia now?
No, I still think that's just because you're kind of old.
Yes.
That was a joke.
Age
I
and
understand.
experience.
Yeah, you've seen more, so you get more. That's fair. It's honest. You've probably been in this world longer for being a guard for a day than I have in total. Not really, but comparatively.
Probably.
I wonder what the other ones are doing right now. I wonder how they are. Think they're in jail yet?
I would hope not. Breaking them out would be so inconvenient. Anyway, Isaac, how are they doing?
How are they doing, Isaac? That was the to the universe.
They are in fact in jail.
Let's go.
What are you guys getting up to, or what do you plan to get up to?
Science committing crimes.
Busy.
Yes.
What else is new?
It's called trespassing.
Alright.
Oh, I thought it was the fashion crime that he wears.
So are you
on
just gonna
daily basis.
walk
beat your
to
ass.
like?
Tell me about it,
Are you
Drakmire.
just
Tell
gonna
me about
walk
it.
to the center of the thing just in daylight and then just teleporting?
No. We'll get to be how long of a walk is it from where we are to there?
About 15 minutes, I think. Let me check.
Oh, cool. I'll cast invisibility.
All right. You're invisible.
Size committing crimes without.
Actually, we
Sorry.
have. We'll do it smarter. We'll cast because it's the same spell slot. We'll cast mislead.
Oh, okay.
So what that does is I get I get a duplicate, and I'm invisible.
All right. What is your duplicate doing? Or where do you leave your duplicate?
We're in step right now. So we are going to eventually we'll get to like an intersection where we can split off. But I want to have it be seen that Sihnion is not going in the direction of the hole.
All right.
But he'll go to the hole himself.
All right. And then you go to the hole.
I go to the hole.
All right.
And I use the hole. No. Let me read. Let me read mislead. When does it go away? Am I just it forever?
Whenever
While you're
use a
using your
spell.
senses, you're blinded senses.
Well, invisibility specifically.
Yeah, the invisibility.
It appears for the duration. So an hour.
The double lasts for duration. Or cast a spell. Okay, cool. So yeah, we will dimension door to the bottom.
All right.
That's 2 spell slots down.
You emerge there.
And we end. Is it seem everything okay so far?
So far.
So far, so good.
Yes. Silyra, what do you plan to do?
Sihnion just is going away from the hole. Where is he going? I don't know. Yeah, Reezi's gonna stay with Silyra though. Just on the off chance something happens.
Probably best for the rest of us to stay away from the scene of the alleged crime.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything you would like to do? Though do keep in mind we are potentially still being watched.
I just can't think of anything that doesn't feel useless. So, maybe the library again. I think it's reasonable for us to be at a library. We could look into our longer term goals. I would still like to know how some of these machines work. Like I said, useless.
I mean, we could ask probably the person who made them. We're on good terms with them.
Did he invent all of the machines here?
I mean, they follow a similar structure. They're not each individually unique.
The carriages and the thing at the door.
I mean, we could ask. He did say he was doing a lot of calculations and stuff.
Isn't
So,
it strange to
Who
go
knows
visit
how much
him
he's invented?
without Sihnion?
I mean, no. He's we helped save him. He's our ally. You don't have to have someone's son to be their friend.
If Alastair can do it, any of you can do it.
What do you want to do, Reezni?
I personally would rather stay in one place.
You want to stay here?
Yeah, but I'm going to go where you go. So,
We can stay here then.
all right, stay here we shall.
All right. As you remain there waiting for the return of both Sihnion and eventually Jimmy Goodlawyer, we're going to go to break.